Hi, my name is Ray and welcome to Quiz Class. I'll be your host for this quiz on the United States of America. Let's begin. Which document declared the independence of the United States? Is it the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, or the Bill of Rights? It's the Declaration of Independence. What is the capital city of the United States? New York City, Los Angeles, or Washington, D.C.? It's Washington, D.C. What is the national bird of the United States? Bald eagle, American robin, or pigeon? It's the bald eagle. What is the nickname of the United States? The land of the free, the Big Apple, or the Lone Star State? The land of the free. What is the longest river in the United States? The Colorado River, Mississippi River, or Missouri River? It's the Missouri River. Which state is known as the Sunshine State? California, Florida, or Texas? It's Florida. Who was the first president of the United States? Was it George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, or John Adams? It was George Washington. What is the largest state by land area in the United States? California, Texas, or Alaska? It's Alaska. Which war was fought between the United States and Great Britain in the early 19th century? The Vietnam War, Tripolitan War, or War of 1812? It was the War of 1812. What is the name of the largest desert in the United States? Mojave Desert, Chihuahuan Desert, or Great Basin Desert? It's the Chihuahuan Desert. Who wrote the United States national anthem? Francis Scott Key, John Williams, or Irving Berlin? It was Francis Scott Key. What is the name of the mountain range that runs through the western United States? Rocky Mountains, Appalachian Mountains, or Cascade Range? The correct answer is Rocky Mountains. What is the name of the largest waterfall in the United States? If you answered Yosemite, you got that correct. Which state is known as the Empire State? New York, Pennsylvania, or Illinois? It's New York. Who was the leader of the civil rights movement in the 1950s and 1960s? Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, or Nelson Mandela? It was Martin Luther King Jr. What is the name of the famous national park in Wyoming known for its geysers and hot springs? Yosemite National Park, Yellowstone National Park, or Grand Canyon National Park? Yellowstone National Park. Which amendment to the United States Constitution abolished slavery? The 13th Amendment, 14th Amendment, or 15th Amendment? The 13th Amendment. What is the name of the famous monument in South Dakota that depicts the faces of 4 U.S. presidents? Washington Monument, Lincoln Memorial, or Mount Rushmore? Mount Rushmore. Who was the first woman to be appointed to United States Supreme Court? Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Sandra Day O'Connor, or Sonia Sotomayor? Sandra Day O'Connor. Which state is known as the Show Me State? Missouri, Michigan, or Minnesota? Missouri. What is the name of the famous avenue in New York City known for its theaters and entertainment? Fifth Avenue, Park Avenue, or Broadway? It's Broadway. Which state is known as the Volunteer State? Tennessee, Kentucky, or Arkansas? It's Tennessee. What is the name of the famous island prison off the coast of San Francisco that housed many infamous criminals such as Al Capone? Ellis Island, Alcatraz Island, or Manhattan Island? It's Alcatraz Island. What is the name of the U.S. document that outlines the country's fundamental principles and establishes its system of government? The Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, or the Bill of Rights? It's the Constitution. Which U.S. president is known for his leadership during World War II and for his famous For Freedom speech? Franklin D. Roosevelt, Harry S. Truman, or John F. Kennedy? It's Franklin D. Roosevelt. What is the name of the famous suspension bridge in San Francisco that spans the Golden Gate Strait? Brooklyn Bridge, Golden Gate Bridge, George Washington Bridge? It's the Golden Gate Bridge. Who was the first U.S. president to be impeached? Richard Nixon, Bill Clinton, or Andrew Johnson? It was Andrew Johnson. Which U.S. state is home to the Grand Canyon? Arizona, Utah, or Nevada? It's Arizona. Which U.S. state is known as the Lone Star State? Texas, Florida, or New Mexico? It's Texas. John F. Kennedy is the first U.S. president to be assassinated. True or false? False. The first U.S. president who was assassinated was Abraham Lincoln. Which city is known as the Windy City? Boston, Chicago, or Seattle? The correct answer is Chicago. What is the name of the famous highway that stretches from Chicago to Santa Monica, California? Highway 101, Interstate 5, or Route 66? It's Route 66. Which U.S. state has the most active volcanoes? California, Alaska, or Hawaii? It's Alaska. Which state is known as the Peach State? Florida, Georgia, or South Carolina? The correct answer is Georgia. Which state is known as the Tar Heel State? Virginia, North Carolina, or South Carolina? It's North Carolina. What is the name of the famous avenue in Washington, D.C. that is home to many important government buildings? Pennsylvania Avenue, Madison Avenue, or Fifth Avenue? It's Pennsylvania Avenue. What is the name of the famous beach in Miami, Florida? Waikiki Beach, South Beach, or Myrtle Beach? The correct answer is South Beach. Which U.S. state is home to the nation's oldest university? Harvard University, Massachusetts, Connecticut, or Vermont? It's Massachusetts. What is the name of the highest peak in the continental United States? Mount Rainier, Mount Whitney, or Denali? It's Mount Whitney. Who was the first African American to serve as U.S. Secretary of State? Colin Powell, Susan Rice, or Kamala Harris? Colin Powell. Which U.S. state was the first to ratify the U.S. Constitution? Virginia, Massachusetts, or Delaware? It's Delaware. Which U.S. state is known as the land of enchantment? Arizona, New Mexico, or Nevada? New Mexico. What is the name of the canal that connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans in Central America? Panama Canal, Suez Canal, or Kiel Canal? It's the Panama Canal. Which U.S. state is home to the world's largest military installation, Fort Bragg? Is it Virginia, Texas, or North Carolina? The correct answer is North Carolina. Which U.S. state is home to the Great Salt Lake? Utah, Nevada, or Arizona? The correct answer is Utah. What is the name of the U.S. Supreme Court case that established the principle of judicial review, which allows the court to strike down laws as unconstitutional? Plessy v. Ferguson, Marbury v. Madison, Miranda v. Arizona? Marbury v. Madison. Which U.S. state is the only one to have an active royal palace? California, Florida, or Hawaii? It's Hawaii. What is the name of the U.S. naval base located in Hawaii that was attacked by Japan during World War II? Guantanamo Bay, Pearl Harbor, San Diego Naval Base? It's Pearl Harbor. What is the name of the famous U.S. inventor who was credited with inventing the first practical electric light bulb? If you answered Thomas Edison, you are correct. Which U.S. Supreme Court case established the principle of separate but equal, which allowed for racial segregation in public facilities? Brown Board of Education, Plessy Ferguson, Gideon versus Wainwright? Plessy Ferguson. What is the name of the U.S. military operation that resulted in the capture and killing of Osama bin Laden in 2011? Let us know your answer in the comments. Thanks for playing this quiz. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button.